Welcome back to another episode of Still Water. I'm Larry,
I'm Josh.
and today's topic will be about
Comfort. This is going to be a part of the Foundation playlist. And if you haven't seen the first video where we introduce ourselves briefly, I do recommend you go check it out. It's called, the topic is emotion.
Indeed it is. It's a little bit longer, but today we're going to try to keep it a little bit briefer.
Yeah, a
than
little short.
before.
Yeah.
All right, and top it off.
No, bro. See, honestly, when it comes to comfort, I feel like it's okay to have a certain level.
Right.
But I feel like when you start to become stagnant,
Yeah.
really like when you start to realize you're stagnant, that's like,
You're not moving nowhere.
yeah, man. And it's like, it really hits home because I know just off of a career sense, you know what I'm saying? Like school, work, home. That's okay if every now and then you spice it up. But lately, I've been able to realize that I'm kind of still making the same amount of money. Sure, I'm progressing in school, but you don't really see the like true fruits unless you're taking advantage of like programs and
Scholarships,
group
internships.
yeah. And seeing how my schedule is so tight because I got other stuff to take care of in the meantime, which isn't an excuse in all honesty, but I haven't made the time to actually make progress for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting this degree, I'm getting paid the same amount of money. The customers get their packages. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not moving up, but you're not moving down either. You're
Right.
just there.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, that's just how I'm feeling about it, though.
Yeah. For me, when it comes down to getting too comfortable, that's how I felt when I was at Jules. Like there had been people who had been there for like 40 years and they were proud of it. And I was talking to them. I'm like, how can you be okay with working somewhere for 40 years and not have your name on the building?
Right, bro.
And from my perspective, like you're wasting your time. Like within all that time of 40 years, you could have done something else or strive to be a little bit greater. But for 40 years you've been in the same position, a manager. And I honestly I couldn't rock with that. It didn't, there was no ability to grow.
Yeah.
There was no ability to get promoted. Because how are you supposed to move up if this man he's been here all his life, literally.
Yeah, bro.
So at that point, I'm not making any more money than what I could make, and I would have to go to a whole nother location and jump through all these hoops.
Right.
Bro.
But it's kind of crazy to think somebody like 40 years and y'all still got the same job title. Bro.
Same job title.
I know, like, that would eat away at me personally.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember who it was who said it, but it was like this guy, he said, I was talking to my boss who was an office worker. He worked in an office. I'm trying to remember who he was. But he was like, and I asked my boss, like, how could you be happy with this? He was like fed up after like the first 2 weeks. And dude was saying pretty much like, because all she wanted to dream about, all she dreamed about when she was a little girl was working in an office. You feel me? So, I mean, if what they dreamed about was being that friendly neighborhood guy that you grew up seeing at the
bagging
store.
your groceries.
Right.
Giving you the same dialogue every single time you walk in.
Hi, welcome to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like if that's what you wanted to do your whole life and you're doing it now, you're living the dream. But I feel like when it comes to being stagnant and when you realize you're stagnant, it's like, it's not that you're not living your dream, but it's more so it's like, how do I say? You don't find something that you're not doing something that you're really interested in, or that's not your dream. You know what I'm saying? It might be okay, it's a job or it's a relationship or whatever the case may be, but it's not where you want to be seriously.
Speaking of relationships, for a long time,
okay,
I was in a high school relationship.
Oh man, you got me nervous, bro.
And like from my perspective, I really didn't see any time for like growth. Mainly because at the beginning we went through so many ups and downs that you kind of start to think to yourself like, is this person really worth it?
Of course.
And then for a long time I was contemplating and I was thinking like, is this really the step I want to make? And I became too stagnant. I dwelled on it for so long and I had to, it just didn't seem worth it.
Did you really enjoy the relationship after that?
Not really. No, because you're not moving up and down, so you get pretty bored. You it's like the same routine. You wake up, you say hi, you know, you go through your same thing, you talk about the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you spend like a lot of time with that person.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
time for you to, you know, be to yourself. You don't get to explore anything by yourself because if you're with the same person every single day, then what is there to talk about?
Yeah, to say, honestly, you know what I'm saying? So currently right now, like that's how it is in my relationship. I wouldn't say that it's boredom or anything of the sort. But for me, that's always been one of my, I wouldn't say fears, but one of my concerns, which is like, okay, now we live together, right? Now we're paying bills. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of relying on each other 50-50 or whatever the case may be to maintain our lifestyle. So if we were to ever be like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, boom, that's the lifestyle. It's
already gone, yeah.
But like for me, I'm okay with having a routine as long as outside of the routine you're doing things. You know what I'm saying? For example, like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Me and you doing this YouTube thing right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's giving us time away from our ladies.
Spicing it up a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And now we got something new to
diversity.
talk about. And honestly, I like being able to bounce ideas off of people. But who really wants to sit and listen to somebody else talk every day about the same topic for hours?
Yeah. I mean, like there's a difference between like stability and being stagnant.
Yeah.
You know, like stability is, you know, you constantly have that ability to maintain what you're doing and also enjoy at the same time.
Right.
But if you're just stagnant, you're not going anywhere. You're not really enjoying yourself. You know, like let's say in a relationship, you have the ability to, you know, save up money to purchase cars or vehicles or go on vacation.
Right.
You know, it's okay if you have that consistent flow of money where you're putting it away so you can move on to something greater or have higher expectations. But for the most part, if you're doing the same thing all the time, wake up, go to sleep, you know, you guys have sex, and then after that, it's like a brand new day.
It's like, okay. Repeat,
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Honestly.
Like a video game.
Yeah, and it's a video game with downloadable content.
Downloadable content,
that you missing, like you missing some of the packs. You feel me?
Yeah, because it's either like a financial gain or whatever the case may be, but like, I don't know, man. I've never been able to really find that ability to kind of move up without having any money behind it.
Yeah, I feel like everything takes money though, and that's where it comes into play. I feel like that's really where I started to realize like stagnation, or how do you say it? Stagnation? There we go.
Stagnation.
That's when I really started to realize like how stagnant I really am, because it's like, okay, I've been at this job. I have a couple of coworkers that have been there for like 4 years, right? Small black-owned business, UPS store, right? It's like, okay, we're shipping packages, we're dealing with customers, you know what I'm saying? We got repeat customers, because, you know, mailbox, they always come in and check their mail.
Of course.
Send off their packages. Like, there's no variety. And we're getting paid the exact same. We don't have no health benefits.
Nothing more.
That's it, that's all. And it's like, okay, if you're not actively saving or in a position where you can save a majority of your check. Like for me, most of my check goes towards necessities. So it's not like I have play money that I can put up.
Bills,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like it would be completely different if I was making an amount of money where in which not only am I able to take care of what I got to take care of, but I can also, you know, live a little on the lavish side.
Yeah.
Which for the most part, honestly, I'm not going to say that I'm dead, bro.
I mean, we've all been there when we've saved up enough money to kind of go out and enjoy ourselves, buy some clothes.
But that only lasts.
Yeah, like a week.
I'll say a solid week.
A solid week when you can go out, you know what I'm saying? Like eat and not have to worry about how much it's going to cost.
Sex feels better when you don't have to worry about, you know, basic necessities.
Yeah,
everything fucking feels better.
Yeah, like for me, like going back to being way too comfortable is the fact that like, at the beginning of the relationship, we start doing things that don't require any money. Right. Like going on the long walk from the beach and going to explore certain things. You know, you take the bus with your girl and you good, you know? And you guys talk about stuff like, you know, childhood things and what makes them happy. But after a while, she be looking at you like, I want to go to the movies.
You're like,
okay. And then you go to the movies, then what?
You broke.
You broke.
Sad.
And y'all can't keep going to the movies because it gets boring.
Yep.
You know.
Not all the time will they have a movie out that you want to see.
Exactly.
But yeah, honestly.
Netflix and chill just don't cut it.
Nah, man. That really used to be the move back in high school.
I'm telling you, back in high school, man, you go, hey, you want to watch? I got you.
Netflix was the code word for sneaky link up.
Yeah, now it's sneaky link up, but
I mean, we all knew.
Yeah, we knew.
It was unspoken.
Yeah, it was an unspoken rule that if you come over to my house to watch Netflix, you're getting clapped up. There's no running around it or anything like that.
We might watch like maybe half, well, not even half the movie.
Yeah,
I'll say like
first 15 minutes.
We know who the characters are. We have a brief little bullshit conversation.
For the most part, you've already seen the movie already.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, this character looks cool.
Yeah, you just want something for background noise.
Drown out the sounding of.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. You know, right. But like after a while, there's not really much you can do. I have seen things on the internet where you can kind of get creative, you know, like creating certain things and, you know, writing letters to each other, you know, playing games around the house, buying board games and trying to keep things interesting. But for the most part, I feel like at such a young age, you can only go so far.
Yeah. Being stagnant, though, like, I feel like comfort. Mm-hmm. I feel like once you find a piece of yourself where in which you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to do, this is how long I'm going to do it for, or whatever the case may be, even if you don't have a time stamp for it, I feel like once you get comfortable, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because there's a chance you could be stagnant
for a long time,
and that's when you realize you're stagnant, that's when you realize, okay, this isn't what I need to be doing, this isn't the goal I have, you know, truly. But I feel like the other way it can go, like the positive way it could go, is you're comfortable.
You're happy.
You're whoever you're with is happy, or your coworkers are happy to see you. You know what I'm saying? When you get to flourish, and I feel like with that, to obtain comfort, you have to obtain like kind of like a sense of self in a way. And I noticed that like for stagnation, for me, I usually are like write down like what I want to do for the day or some miscellaneous thing. It doesn't even have to be anything important. It could be like just some like off the books type stuff. You feel me? But oh man,
yeah. I get you. I mean, like for me, when it came down to going to school, it got really boring.
Yeah.
You know, like waking up super early. And I mean like 5 o'clock in the morning early.
Yeah.
The sun isn't even out.
ROTC, I can't do it.
Yeah, like they had me running outside with shorts on and you hungry, you haven't even got a full night of sleep because you're studying for the test the next morning.
Larry. No sir. I wouldn't be doing it.
I'm telling you now, like it was nice at the beginning. It was a change of pace.
Brave soul.
You know, but for a whole 2 years of doing the same thing, I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore.
It kind of drains the fun up out of it. I mean, that's with anything. Honestly.
It was overkill.
Yeah.
Because it was every morning. It wasn't every now and then. There was no switching up or diversity. Yeah. You know, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, every morning. I'm here, I'm there. It was like a checkpoint. Boop, boop, boop,
I feel like for the military or like ROTC sense, it's okay for that because they want you to have that routine. They want that to drill that into you for the purpose of keeping you physically active, you know what I'm saying? Of course, and everything of the sort. But it's like when it comes to life, having a set routine that you fall into, I feel like it's more so detrimental.
Well, also, I did it in high school as well.
True.
So that's probably why I got so burnt out so quickly. Because in general, I did like a total of 6 years of, Army stuff, ROTC, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So it got really boring for me. At like once it became an option and once I realized I didn't have to do it anymore.
Oh, yeah, fuck this shit.
I was through it. I was like, oh, no more. Maybe in the future, I definitely want to have something like that in the future. But as of now, me being as young as I am,
there's other stuff you could be doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I could be doing. Like,
get a gym membership.
I could, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I could be in my third dream. That's also another option. Mm-hmm. I can be eating. I could be doing a lot of things. I could be
Netflix and chilling.
Yeah, I could be clapping cheeks.
Boom.
And at this point, I mean, it got old. Same thing with the job. You kind of get a little bored.
Yeah. But honestly, though, I feel like being comfortable, it's something that everybody wants to strive for or wants to say they're striving for, or, it's the overall goal. It's like the good, how do I say it? The good Samaritan dream, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you need a little chaos every now and then. You definitely need a little chaos.
Yeah. But let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
On the definition of comfort and having stability or being stagnant or whatever the case may be in your actual situation. Let us know how you feel about it.
Yeah, just talk to us,
Yeah, talk to us. But this has been another episode of Stillwater. The topic is comfort. Let us know. We will be posting another video pretty soon.
Yep,
So
yep.
make sure you like, subscribe, check out our Facebook group.
Yes, peace be still. You can follow either me or Larry. The link will be in the description for both of our Facebook profiles, as well as the group. And you can actually private message us if you would like to. We'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. In terms of just more on the group, our vision for the group, as well as this page.
Yeah.
If you want to get in contact with us regarding the page, I do highly recommend you actually email Stillwater itself, our email.
You get back at you a lot faster.
Yeah, a lot faster, a lot less clutter. I have a lot of junk mail.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, so like I said before, this has been another episode of
Stillwater.
And the topic was
comfort.
And that will be it. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Have a good day.